Hey guys, what is up? This is Ryan, and I am bringing you a gameplay here on Slums. I think that's what it's called. Yeah, I think maybe. No, Standoff. I think. All right, yeah, whatever. Fail. I don't know the map name still. But about the Xbox 720 controller that was rumored before. The picture that I showed that was the black controller is pretty much confirmed that is going to be the actual controller size. And I don't know if it's a good thing or bad thing. The controller is going to be a lot heavier than it was before, possibly. And there's going to be a fairly big touchscreen in the middle of it. I don't know. Interesting, maybe. Can't tell, really, at this point. It's not for sure that that's what it's going to look like, but it's definitely going to have a touchpad about that size. And it doesn't have to be black or anything, like I said. And the next-gen Xbox 720 console will be unveiled at a dedicated Microsoft launch event in April. A report this weekend by T3 Gaming or whatever has led the site to believe that Microsoft launch plans are at the advanced stage and are a little more than a month away to announce their launch. The reason this site is reliable is because they talked about the Ps4 launch, and they discussed that they were going to have something in February, and so when they said that they're going to have Microsoft launch in April, then it's semi-reliable. And do you guys think Microsoft announcement can trump what Sony is bringing to the next-gen console gaming? And yeah, so just let me know in the comment section below. Do you think the Xbox will be better or the PS4? I'm personally leaning to the Xbox, but I'm not going to sell my soul to the Xbox yet. So there's been a whole bunch of kind of rivalry between Sony and Microsoft like right now, because they're pretty much fighting for who's going to win the console war. And if Sony loses this one again like they did last time, they might actually stop making consoles, because they are losing a lot of money. They lost a lot of money on the PS3. And if the PS4 is not a success, then they might stop making consoles, truthfully. They won't ever come out with a PS5. And so, I don't know. It's a big thing for Sony. So if they fail on this and their console just flops like it did last time, and the Xbox comes out before and it's better, then Sony's going to be pretty much over, which is a bad thing for gamers. And even if you don't like PS4, you want the PS4 to be there. There's a reason for this, because if there's not the PS4 there, then there's no reason for Microsoft to keep trying to make their consoles better and for keep upgrading their play of game. And so without Sony being there, then Kinect would have never came out. And Kinect is not even, it's good, but it's not even amazing. But without that, then it never came out. And it's leading into the next generation of gaming. Kinect is, even though it's the first development of it, but it's pretty impressive with all the stuff that Kinect can do. It has actually been used for a whole bunch of scientific stuff and a whole bunch of different research and stuff, not even anything to do with gaming, is because of how advanced the technology is. With motion tracking and whatever the Kinect sensors do exactly. And so this is pretty much a new hint that came out 20-ish hours ago, yesterday, is that Battlefield 4 is going to be coming out around the time that the Xbox 720 and the PS3 will be coming out. And what this means to me is that this is Battlefield's fourth game, or EA's fourth game for making a shooter. And what that means is, what do you guys think about Call of Duty? Their fourth game was their good one. All the other Call of Duties before that pretty much sucked. Who talks about Call of Duty 3 anymore? No one ever talks about Call of Duty 3, but they talk about Call of Duty 4. And what leads me to think that this Battlefield could be game-changing is that this is their fourth one. They have stuff, they know stuff, they know how to make a pretty much a first-person shooter game, and they're based off the community, and they're getting a whole bunch of feedback. So this could be the year that Battlefield goes over Call of Duty. And it is pretty much, there's like 1 out of 3 people who play first-person shooters play Battlefield, and 2 out of 3 play Call of Duty. Well, just except that, just besides all the other shooters. And so what this shift might be is with the new hardware and a new graphic capabilities, all the stuff that Battlefield has been trying to do with the old Xbox, they might be able to do and make a game look so much better than Call of Duty. And Battlefield has beautiful colors if you guys have ever played it, and it's a really good graphic game. And when they're coming out with all this new technology for the Ps4 and Xbox 720, is they can take that step even farther. They were only limited by the console itself, Ps4 was. So now with this console even going farther, then Ps4 can really show off all their graphical skills and make it where PS4 or Battlefield 4 is a better game than Call of Duty. And what this is also a great thing is that Call of Duty will have a competition. The first time and ever, pretty much, besides Halo. And Halo, pretty much, guys, it's a dying game branch. I think everybody knows that. Ever since Reach, Halo kind of left the major big league of games, I guess. I mean, it's still up there in games, but everybody knows, it's not as popular as a whole bunch of other games. So, but what is good about the Battlefield coming up is, like I was mentioning with competition before, is that it will spark a new competition, and Call of Duty will have to come back, and they will have to do more funding, and they'll have to help the actual players and respond to the community more than they ever have before, because Battlefield will be pretty much in their face and being like, you know what, we want to be number 1 in FPSs. So this will make it where there has to be some sort of competition in between the two companies to go for the new console. And I don't care who wins, because if Battlefield wins, sweet, they have a new game, or they have a better game. I mean, I love Call of Duty and all, but if Battlefield's better, I'm going to play Battlefield instead of Call of Duty because, it's better. So all the, pre-stuff about games before it comes out is pretty much just throw it out the window, because with this new console, anything could pretty much happen at all. No one knows what kind of games could be coming out in the future. There's going to be 3D games for the first time, and there's going to be, the Xbox has a whole bunch of stuff to offer with their gaming that they have on the walls. For me, Battlefield is really good about that, because there's a whole bunch of scenery that goes on around the background of Battlefield, and with the new technology that emits an image on the background on your walls around it, could really help the sales of Battlefield, because you're immersed in the gaming. Call of Duty, I really don't care to see Nuketown or a fence right next to me. But with Battlefield, sure, I'd care to see airplanes flying and grasses and such behind me, and if I actually turned my head around in real life, then I could see what was behind me in my character. And that is crazy to think about, that level of extent that the Xbox 720 is going to progress gaming. No one has ever thought about that. The gaming is actually in real life, the scene around you. And that is pretty impressive, you guys. That is all I have to say today. Is I'm thinking the Xbox 720, and I'm amazed that there's going to be competition. I really hope PS4 doesn't go out of business, or not Microsoft, but or Sony stops making their consoles. And I really hope that they do succeed. They both succeed for gamers in general, because if there's not two consoles, then one doesn't have to strive to make any more innovations to make the games better for us. And that's why I was also excited about Battlefield 4, and it looks like it's going to be a sweet game, and I will leak more information about Battlefield 4 when it comes out, and it's probably going to be coming out actually before Call of Duty, so they might have the upper hand for the first time in a while over Call of Duty. And I'm just really, really excited for all this gaming stuff that is going on. And usually there's nothing really much to talk about in gaming, but if you guys subscribe to me, you will pretty much hear me every day on some sort of gaming info, because there's so much coming out, you guys. Just thanks for listening. Please like this video if you liked it, and subscribe for more gaming info. I have a whole bunch of more info coming out tomorrow. So thank you guys as always. This has been Ryan from Champions. See you guys later. Bye.